Hey friend, welcome to the third masterclass in the series where I take a deeper dive into each of the 7 Hermetic principles. Today we're talking about the principle of vibration, so check out the other 2 videos in the series and stay tuned for the next 4 in the coming weeks, because these are the spiritual laws that govern our universe and how it functions, and understanding them will allow you to master your reality and make it anything you desire. But before we dive in, here's my little disclaimer real quick. I'm always teaching from my current level of understanding, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't, because you may have a different understanding than I do. Please be sure to like this video to get it in front of more people who would benefit from it, or even share it if you want. I would really appreciate that. And be sure to, there's a siren, just in case you've got headphones on. It's not where you are, it's here. Anyway, be sure to subscribe if you haven't yet so that you know when I upload new videos. It also helps my channel grow, obviously, but more importantly, it helps more people who are looking for this kind of content to see it, because the more subscribers I have, the more YouTube pushes out my videos. And without further ado, let's dig into the principle of vibration. To quote the Kabbalion, nothing rests, everything moves, everything vibrates. And the Kabbalion also says, he who understands the principle of vibration has grasped the scepter of power. So let's get ready to grasp that scepter, baby. Oh, that sounded wrong, but we're going to keep rolling with it. I apologize. There is a 13-year-old boy living in my brain. Anyway, this spiritual law was discovered by the masters of ancient Egypt thousands of years ago, but modern science actually endorses and verifies the principle of vibration. So the kinetic theory of matter, or particle theory, says that all matter is made up of many very small particles, which are in constant and perpetual motion. But the degree of movement is determined by the amount of energy the particle has and its relationship to other particles. And this principle explains that the variations between different manifestations of matter, energy, mind, and even spirit are due to varying rates of vibration. So the higher the vibration, the higher the plane, dimension, density, you get the picture, right? This means the vibration of the purest, highest form of spirit is at such an infinite rate of intensity and speed that it seems at rest, similar to how a rapidly moving wheel looks motionless. And at the other end of the spectrum, there are forms who have such low vibrations, their matter is vibrating so low that they also seem to be at rest. And in between these two poles lies infinite varying degrees of vibration, which we will dive deeper into next week when we discuss the principle of polarity. But you can get like a quick overview of that if you would like to in my podcast episode about all 7 Hermetic principles, which is linked in the description box below. Everything is in a constant state of vibration and motion, from atoms and molecules to worlds and universes to you and me, and literally everything in between all that, right? And this law holds true for all the planes. But the state of the mental plane is particularly dependent upon vibration. So if you can learn to control your mental vibration, you will master this principle and bring your manifestations into fruition faster. And if you want my help with that, check the description box for ways to work with me. And I have an amazing new divinely guided and inspired mini program coming in January that I can't wait to introduce you to. So stay tuned for that. But to quote another, well, I guess the Kabbalion is not a man, so let me rephrase. To quote Nikola Tesla, if you wish to understand the universe, think of energy, frequency, and vibration. The language of the universe is vibration. So let's think about it in this way. Emotions, or energy in motion, emotions are accompanied by different frequencies of vibration. So if you're happy, you give off happy vibes, for example, which is where the law of attraction comes into this again. You'll see that the law of attraction and the law of assumption are interwoven in all of these principles, right? So understanding them will probably help you understand these principles better, and vice versa. You attract things that are the same frequency or vibration as your dominant state of being. So don't worry when you're not in a high vibe emotion, right? It's natural and it's not going to impact your manifestations because your default vibe is high. And the principle of rhythm, which we'll talk about in a couple of weeks, actually dictates that everything must ebb and flow, including human emotions. So the principle of mentalism actually has more of an effect on your manifestations because what you believe and think about predominantly is what you manifest. So just become really aware of your emotions, even the unwanted or low vibe ones. And I actually prefer to think of them as low density. And observe how your body responds to those vibrations, what they feel like, and where you feel them. Knowing and being aware of these vibrations will help you transmute the lower ones into higher ones. But just know that it's not only okay to experience unpleasant emotions, it's natural and required if you're a human being living on this planet. So always allow yourself to feel and sit with them. Be the observer of them to heal and transmute them. But when you combine thought and feeling, you align mind and heart, and you vibrate on a certain frequency, which speeds up your manifestations. So, as often as you can, align the positive thoughts you have about your desires with the emotions of love and joy to bring them in faster. So how are we doing so far? Please let me know in the comments or drop any questions, and I will be sure to come back through and answer those for you. And we'll finish discussing the principle of vibration in just a minute. But while you're typing your question or comment, I want to tell you about what I mentioned at the top because I'm really fucking excited about it. I was recently gifted with a download that gave me an accelerated process for reprogramming thoughts and rewiring brains, and my results have been literally astounding so far. Like, I'm talking one day to the next, suddenly realizing, hey, my thoughts are way different today than they were yesterday. And when around 90% of our thoughts are the same from day to day, actually noticing a big difference from one day to the next is huge. So then I was guided to create an incredible group mini program for January called Empowered and Embodied Universe 30-Day Journey to teach you how to do this too. And by the end of our 30 days together, you will actually feel, see, and experience the transformation in your thought patterns. And you're going to start seeing manifestations arrive without even having to focus on them specifically. You don't have to be like, okay, I want a job and a car and a SP and a house and like try to affirm for all those things. We don't play those games here. You are also going to see a dramatic improvement in your overall self-concept, self-compassion, self-love, self-confidence, self-esteem, and all the self stuff. And that will completely enhance literally every aspect of your life, right? So, like I said, maybe you want an amazing partner who treats you the way you deserve to be treated. There's more sirens. It's not you, it's me. Maybe you want healthier relationships in all areas of your life. More soul family showing up because it's easier to find you now, basically. Better overall health, more money, because who doesn't want that? And whatever else your heart desires. Let's just put it this way. It's your ticket to manifesting everything you want because you only have to focus on one thing. And we're going to do that intensely together for 30 days because community support is scientifically proven to increase our success rate as social creatures. So it takes 10,000 repetitions to create a new neural pathway in your brain. And this new process that I have makes it possible in just 30 days. And honestly, I'm going to say it makes it possible in less than that if you are someone who wants to go hard. As long as you are committed to consciously creating your optimal reality quickly and effortlessly for the rest of your life, because you really have to be willing to do the work here. If it's not that important to you, this journey is not for you. I want to be really, really honest about that. If you're not willing to put in quite a bit of work for 30 days, it's not like all day long work, but there are daily activities that I'm going to give you because they are scientifically proven to speed up the rewiring and reprogramming process. So if you want to do that so that you can shift into your preferred timeline much more quickly, this is going to be for you. If you're ready to think more aligned thoughts and transform your entire reality rapidly, it is definitely for you, and I can't wait to see you inside. So we start on 1/2/23, so January 2nd, 2023, my friends. And this is there's more sirens. Again, not you, not me. I don't know what's going on, but lots of sirens in this training. So I apologize for that. Maybe it's a sign though that this training is on fire. You know what? Never mind. I'm just gonna, I'll edit that out. I'm kidding. I don't edit these. So anyway, let me just start over because ADHD. We start on January 2nd, 2023, and this is the fast track to embodying more of who you really are, more of your true power, and here is how we're going to do it. Like I said, science-backed daily exercises to reprogram your thoughts and rewire your brain as quickly and safely as possible. I've never taught these methods in any other program before. Weekly group coaching calls for individual guidance and support, like hot seat style, if you've ever been in that kind of a program before. Private community to communicate with and support one another because everyone will be able to relate to your journey. So we'll all be there cheering everyone else on. Don't have anyone else in your life that you can talk to about this stuff, about self-mastery and manifestation journeys. Well, you will now, because we will be there for you every step of the way. And you can also ask me questions and get my support there anytime. Plus, so much growth happens in group programs because everyone learns from each other. So you're not just learning from me, but you're learning from the other people in the program as well, which makes it possible to see things in a new light. And that makes your RAS start filtering in new information it never had access to before. But wait, that's not all. Sorry. But wait, there's more. I'm sorry. I'm so cheesy today. I'm sorry. I couldn't resist. Anyway, here are the bonuses. Meditations to help you step into your power and embody your ideal self faster. The Sacred Love Codes activation that I did last month. It's a timeless activation. You can use it anytime. So you will get a download of that. Plus any other activations I'm guided to do in our 30 days together. Any clearing and healing sessions I'm guided to do as we go, because I will be able to channel specifically for this group, custom affirmations, rampages, and any specific channeled messages that come through for the group, and anything else I'm guided to do during it. So the full investment after the early bird special, which is where we are right now, is that's going to be over next week. And at that time, the investment will be $1,777 in full. There are payment arrangements or options, so no worries there if you need that. But because you are ready to change your entire reality right now, you can grab yours for just $1,333 this week only. So full transparency, when I was guided to do this, I felt a little weird at first because I don't like manufactured, I almost had a problem there, manufactured urgency. But my perspective was quickly shifted to understand that this actually gives people with a smaller budget a better chance of being able to join us. So that's why I'm doing an early bird special this week through Cyber Monday next week. And it's also why I offer certain buy now, pay later options. Your current budget should not be a barrier to reprogramming your thoughts so that you never have to worry about a budget again. So hit the link in the description box to claim your spot for $444 off, or holler if you have any questions and or if you need another payment arrangement, because I've probably got you covered. This is going to be next level. And if it's calling to you, I want to do everything I can to make it accessible to you. So please don't hesitate to contact me if you need a little help with this investment right now. And I can't wait to see everyone's transformations in just 1 month, because I've never done anything this powerful before. So get ready to fucking shift massively in 2023. And now let's finish up the principle of vibration. Let's talk a bit about wavelengths and sound waves to wrap this up today. We can see from the illustration on the screen that shorter wavelengths have a higher frequency and longer wavelengths have a lower frequency and energy, right? So sound waves also vibrate, as sound is simply the air vibrating. And we use our ears to receive these sound waves, which are turned into electrical signals that our brains interpret, like we talked about with the principle of mentalism. So go hit that up after this video if you haven't seen it yet. In this case, the sound waves are the stimuli that our brains are interpreting, and our experience of them depends on our brain's interpretation, which is dependent upon our beliefs, assumptions, and predominant thoughts, right? So there's the law of assumption for you. Incidentally, this is why speaking things into existence is so powerful. Your vocal cords vibrate, and your voice creates sound waves in the air that vibrate, which means you can essentially attract things into your experience more easily by adding your voice to the mix. But I want to dispel something I see a whole lot in the law of attraction community, and that's this superstitious, ridiculous notion that you can't use certain words because they're low vibe. Specifically, I see people make this claim about the words want and need. So let's be really clear here. This is a false limiting belief. If you believe you can't want things because it implies lack, that is true for you, but it's not true for me because it's nonsense. So I can simultaneously want things and manifest them as long as I don't have any resistance to having them. You can even need things and manifest them. I've done it plenty of times before, but if you believe you can't need the things you manifest, well, you're pretty well fucked, right? You're pretty well fucked for getting your needs met. That's absurd, isn't it? The universe doesn't speak fucking English. We established at the beginning of this masterclass that the language of the universe is vibration. Therefore, you can use whatever words you want. And as long as your vibe is speaking coherently to the universe, you're good. This annoys me so much. I don't know if you can tell. I wish people would stop imposing their own false limiting beliefs and superstitions onto others. It's actually not about the vibration of certain words. I don't even know what that means. Like, how do you determine what the vibration of the word want is versus the vibration of the word desire, right? So it's not about the vibration of the specific words that you're using, or even it's not really even about the vibration of the sound waves that your words create in the air. Those are basically like an amplifier, but it's about the frequency you're vibrating at when you speak them. So this brings us back to aligning your thoughts and words with high frequency emotions like love and joy, but using the added vibration of your voice to manifest more powerfully and quickly. So I know this stuff can get a bit weighty when we start talking about the quantum field and atoms, molecules, and all that other fun stuff. But did this all make sense to you? Be sure to let me know in the comments. And if you're still watching and you enjoyed this but haven't liked the video yet, please don't forget to do that because it really helps me out. It helps boost the algorithm, it helps other people find the stuff. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet and ring the little bell so you never miss an upload. And please tell a friend or anyone you know who's into this kind of stuff, tell them about this channel so that this knowledge can reach more people who want it. Be sure to check out the description box for more ways that you can connect with me, and or if you're interested in empowered and embodied universe or getting my help in some other way. I've also been guided to take 2 more one-to-one clients at my 2022 investment. So give me a holler if you're interested in one of those spots before the investment increases in the new year. And remember, you deserve to live the beautiful, abundant life your soul came here to live, and I believe in you. So you should too. You should too. You should chew as well if you've got something in your mouth that requires chewing. Anyway, believe in yourself because I do and the universe does. So why the fuck don't you? Much love.